Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm bringing you another BJD dress up video, and I'm using my doll called Azrael. She is a spirit doll smart body with a Fairyland RFA event head from I think back in 2015 or something, with a face up by me. So definitely stay tuned. Right, so I have her undressed and I have some clothes that I'm considering putting on her around her, so we'll just check out the pants. So these ones, I got quite a lot of things are made by Hello Hawk. I'm not really sure if she's making any clothing at the moment, but these little black pants are from her, and this white top is from Wimmicked, or Foxy Brownie as some people might know. This little top was also from Hello Hawk, and the little spotty one is something that I made myself. And I'm gonna just start off by slipping this little singlet over the top of her head. It's great because the head actually fits through the head hole of the singlet. So I like to do a lot of layering in my fashion for my dolls. It's a strange fashion. It's kind of like a tribal nomadic styled fashion. So I like to do a lot of layering, so really light clothing will help with the layering and it won't be too heavy on your doll or it look too big or something, or too padded. So yeah, get some, if you want to do some layering, get some thin pieces so you can have little bits and pieces hanging through any of the clothing. So the bummer about a spirit doll body is you can't take off the hands, but I have got a review on my channel, so just go back and see if you can find it. I'll try and remember to link it. If I forget, just remind me in the comments and I'll link it below so you can check out my review of the spirit doll body. It's my favourite body out of any of the MSD sized bodies that I own, so definitely really nicely sculpted, and posability is really great too. Alright, so here's the singlet on. So you can see it's a pretty low cut, so I like to put something over the top of it. And just checking out the pants now, and I got these from Alice's collection quite a while ago. I usually put it on one of my boys, but this particular girl is a bit tomboyish, so I like to dress her in the boys' clothes, just like myself. So I might put this little vest over the top of her as well, and this is just something that I made. I really like the fabric. I'm not a really great seamstress, so I like that works in my favour because I like clothing that's kind of messy and a little bit torn and stuff like that. So kind of works in my favour. It's not just an excuse. But I am learning when I have the time, which I don't. But yeah, I really like this material. It's like a nice knit wool material, and I don't really have much of it left because I've made quite a few things out of it, but I'll probably be able to find it in my local store somewhere again. Okay, so here we have it on. It's kind of a bit sack looking, I guess, but I like to dress it up with scarves and stuff, so just be patient and it'll turn out fine. Alright, moving on to the pants, and these pants are from Hello Hawk as well. They're like a nice tie-dyed type of colour, blue and grey colour, and I really like the material. It's kind of like a stretchy sheen sort of material. It's quite nice. So yeah, just pop those on, and this particular doll is the only girl that wears these type of drop crotch pants. So yeah, she's got the tomboy style. And you can start to see how the layers bring the outfit together. So I will be adding up a few more layers. So I kind of tend to like to make my clothes or just commission someone to make them. Most of my clothes is actually from Hello Hawk because I really like the way she does things. But a lot of things I've made as well, and Wimmicked has some cool things sometimes, but not particularly my style though. So anyway, putting on some little leg warmers, and then the same material as the vest I made, and leg warmers are great to have an effect of layering anything, so it really creates just a couple of different patterns and a bit busier in the outfit section. I know I personally like to wear a lot of busy patterns together, so I kind of tend to dress my dolls in busy patterns as well. And this is a little neck warmer. These two that I just picked up, actually all three of them are from Hello Hawk as well. So I think I'm going to go for the brown one, but first I'm going to put some little straps around her arms. I just kind of like the way it looks. So they're just offcuts of fabric that I had lying around, and some little twine things that I got off a tag from a clothing piece. So that's always really great to reuse pieces from clothing tags, because sometimes they have nice waxed strings, and sometimes they have really cool pins as well. So just a note, instead of throwing it out, you can reuse it in your clothing, or any craft for that matter. I know I like to hoard it. So I tend to do these little wrap things, I think only on 2 of my dolls. My large doll, the largest one I have, is a 70 centimeter Ippelhaus, or Ippelhaus, however you want to say it. But I haven't done a video on him yet, so just be patient, I will do one. He's just a really large doll, and he's really difficult to control, and he's also really hard to get clothing for, so he's only really got pieces that I've made, because it's really hard to find clothing in my style, so I have to make it, and I have really little time to make things like that. And a lot of the doll companies don't actually make clothing for that sized doll, apart from Ippelhaus, but their style is completely opposite of what I dress my dolls in. So yeah, just be patient for that. I will get to it. He's a big doll, and it was one of my favorite dolls, and I did a trade for him, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for that one. Alright, once we've tied these little finicky strings on, here's what we have so far. The strings are quite hard to tie, but just make sure they're tied properly, otherwise they just end up falling off, and you'll have not a very good time. And if you have trouble tying with your hands, if you have arthritis or something, definitely check out some safety pins, little ones. They work well, or even just glue a piece of Velcro onto it and it will work. Right, so moving on to the wig, and this is one of my first wigs that I actually made, and this was bought from an American seller, I think it is. I can't quite remember the seller's name. I did buy it quite a long time ago, but it is the most beautiful alpaca fur that I've bought so far, and I've bought quite a lot, but this one's just particularly good, and it's really silky and it doesn't tangle, and it's a really nice colour. So if I can find the name of the seller, that I'll try and put it in the description box, but yeah, really nice alpaca fur, and it is humanely sourced too, so they live on a big farm out in America, so no problems with that there. Alright, and there we have the wig. See? No tangles. Alright, so I like to add scarves to my dolls, or things around their necks. They've all got it. I don't know why, I just really like the look of it. So I've got this little sort of infinity scarf with a hood made by Hallowhawk, and it's got a nice little piece of really nice woven fabric at the back. It's a really nice design. So I just like to twist it around just to make it a bit chunkier around the neck, just because I like that look. And then I like to pull out some of her hair at the front, just so it hangs down in front of it. And the beauty of this alpaca fur is it doesn't tangle, so it's really easy to work with. Some of the other ones that I have, this would be a nightmare to do, and it will tangle, and I would have to sit there and comb it. But this one's really good, and it doesn't tangle, and it sticks together, and it doesn't go fly away or anything like that. Right, so a little finicky with the hair, but you want to get it just right, so you can also use a comb or a wet comb or something like that if you want to having a problem with flyaways. So there you have it. I hope you liked watching me dress up one of my dolls. If you did, leave it in the comments down below. If you have any requests, you can leave it in the comments also. You can also check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Creatures of Nat, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!